My name is Gregori Meakin. I'm from the Arts and Humanities College office. So this is my presentation is trying new things and connecting with colleagues during times of change. So I'm going to introduce the idea that the juggernaut entered the English language, probably incorrectly, as a huge and powerful and overwhelming force. But I would prefer to see it as the finish art of a team moving a heavy load on its course. And we do that by implementing regulations, policies, and programs. We dealt in our office with a change, the split between the arts and humanities and social science and law colleges to divide, in dividing and offering new distinctive programs, and for changes to UCD policies and regulations. We react and respond to changes in university, college, and school structures. The implementation of the SASR management structure came under our remit as well, while also planning for and the arrival of a renovated office with a new team. And we've integrated new systems and planning for the disappearance of others. Our unit moved to the online extenuating circumstances system. We designed an optimal use of the CMS website template and guiding students to relevant information, and embraced WUFU with our student connector to provide support information that students could self-help before sending us their query. And finally, we were the first to introduce the appointment booking system outside the student desk, though this is now gathering dust. But who could have anticipated COVID-19? Well, Darwin actually. So what killed the dinosaurs led mammals to find their niche. A crisis for one is the opportunity for another. Sometimes this can result in a leap forwards for a species. When COVID found a ready host in humans, it was necessary for us to take measures to counteract it. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead on my slides. I'm getting a little bit confused with the slides that I'm saying. So, oh little match girl, why didn't you just light a fire? So as a team, we tried to anticipate and identify the challenges we faced. We evolved and enhanced systems already in place. We investigated new technologies to address our needs, forged new approaches and solutions by trial and error. And some of those that we introduced in the recent past are listed here, but I'm going to look at two of those in a little bit more detail. So our paper-based manual system form remained our significant fossil after the emergence of Banner and changes to modularization. Students required to turn up with a piece of paper requesting changes to the registration. And of course, this meant that with the behavior of students gathering outside our offices to be manually registered, that cannot take place face-to-face. An evolutionary niche exists and needed to be filled by an adapted system. Our paper gave way to electronic, and we are very aware of the importance of meeting this crisis head on, as the importance of managing these tasks cannot be understated. The innovation game: to succeed, planning alone is insufficient. One must improvise as well, put one foot in front of the other. This is a quote by Harry Seldon, a fictitious character in Asimov's Foundation series, which I know will please Jeremy. My forward leap came from my own persistence and with the help of others, our sharing knowledge and helping each other, both developmentally and for validation of our ideas. Support and collaboration came from within my own team by putting our heads together and prompting me and highlighting possibilities in my own development. It also came through other innovator groups from the USM team, the remote working group, and the tech innovation group. So share ideas, see what others have achieved, and show what you are doing. Building on your knowledge, researching your ideas, and push them forward. Ever tried, ever failed, no matter. Try again, fail better. And prepare to find novel applications for the advances you make. It was surprising what occurs in the innovation environment. So I'm going to give you two case studies. One is the UView Buddy, which came about simply because when we had the change in the structures, when we started referring to semester 1 and 2 as autumn and spring, I could no longer sort the export from the UView record. So I recorded a find and replace macro, and then I added another feature and another and so on. And now it has become a very powerful tool, but it's still not reached its potential. So this is a simple export from that and then manipulated by using features in Excel. The second one and most important one was our manual registration form. This was devised from WUFU and very much JB Kenny was important in showing me how to line up the fields that enabled that from a previous project she had worked on. This is what we received then in our email system, so it just works exactly the same as most of the systems. The display sheet, though, is the crowning glory in this. This sheet is a combination of 3 sheets: student data, module data, and the student request, all reshaped and combined by a feature in Excel called Power Query. This WUFU form and its spreadsheet work would work from fresh in any unit that this was put into place. A couple of lovely features with this is that I've also added the ability that if I clicked on the student name, it brings me to the UView record. And if I click on the drama link there, it'll bring me to the timetabling system. And you'll see simple things like this, the way Power Query has combined from the student data. This is a stage 1 student who's a registered student in this program. And also I've got information on the student that are on the module that this is an auto module worth 5 credits and it's offered online. And this has also given us a large database then of what students are registering to, and has become a very integral part of our system. We've also derived a local format system in which we insert the student number. A lot of the information auto-populates, and so it kind of makes the whole process very effective. But going global, you have to evangelize the community in which you are in. This is a quote from Billy Graham. Each life is made up of mistakes and learning, waiting and growing, practicing patience and being persistent. So having a local tool or solution is valuable, but might someone else find it useful? Why not get your idea out into the wider community? Speak up with your team and your community about problems that need solutions and seek assistance. Create a space for innovation within the team. Joining with a remote working group type groups so that you can hear what's going on and can talk about your own experiences and challenges and hear about others is hugely beneficial. Seek out like-minded innovators, create or join networks of support. As an institution, look at the innovation within the workforce. A great quote that I came across: a ship is safe in a harbor, but that's not what ships are for. So as innovators, we need champions and assisters, enablers, supporters, planners, developers, trainers, testers, facilitators, advocators. So an innovator can take many forms and not just an ideas person. Community should nurture, support, and reward innovation. Provide time and opportunity to individuals and units to innovate. Remove obstacles to development. Instead of asking why, instead of asking why not, ask why. I can't even read this. And how. So remove barriers that are in place so that we can get to those innovations. Join in with remote working groups, hear what's going on and talk about what's your own experiences and challenges. And then finally, invest in people, leap forward, light a fire and evolve. Thank you for listening.
Okay, Gregory, thank you very much for that. So can I encourage folks that if you've seen anything in that